Hey there, I'm the Gaming Bronc, and we're back to City Skylines, Broncville, working on our new residential zone. Our goal of busy town today of 4,400 people. So we are going to be doing lots of building, lots of zoning residential today as we try and get to 4,400 before this episode concludes. We'll see if we can make it. I set myself a limit of 25 minutes tops to try and get there. We will try and do that. And so here we go. We're just going to be working on drawing some roads out and zoning uh, residential. And I got the strong feeling that this whole southern area is going to end up being residential. So I have no qualm, and I want to make it look interesting. So twirly roads it is. And that looks like a winding road. And so we're gonna have some fun with drawing some roads out today and zoning some residential spaces. I thought that'd be a good time, and we'll eventually, like I said, end up moving some residential spaces. All the residential in that circle are going to be moving out from there at some point and moving south and well, I assume it's south. Actually, I have no idea. There is no directional uh, key, but down from in relationship to the highway down, um, the interstate down to the beach areas is where the residents eventually will be kind of moving with the small eventual commercial area probably going to go in over here by these windmills, wind turbines as well, so that there's a kind of a nice boardwalk kind of thing going on by the beach. We do have some property we can buy. We're going to go ahead and do that so that I don't remember how many I get to buy though. If we buy that, we have a lot more space to build, and so that's what we're going to go for right now. Is the space to build, because, like I said, I'm going to try and get to 4,400 people today. We're going to have a couple of straight roads kind of to give us guides to build off of. Actually, I might kind of rework that road over there too. I'll just have this windy road connect to a straight road. Okay, perfect. Close enough to perfect. So we got a couple of straight roads like that, kind of give us some framework. And that'll kind of give us a place to draw our windiness into. And also gives us a nice kind of space that we can do some different things with exactly how this looks. I'm not quite happy with that, so we're going to do like this. So it's got a slight, like an S-bend street. Maybe I'll do that for all of these. Trying to kind of maximize the space available here, and at the same time making it look like it's making it look like something interesting, I guess, so that it's not just your run-of-the-mill quadrant. And I'm not a min-maxer, so that doesn't really bother me in any way that it's not taking full advantage of space. If that's bothering you, I'm sorry. I just wanted to do something that looks just a smidge different on this last one. We do have a little space here, so maybe we'll do a little loop. That intersection's pretty close. Well, we could put that intersection right there. Oh, that's kind of nice. We can do that right there. All right. And then let's make sure it's got water. It does not. Alright, so take a spur off the main, one of our main lines here. Remember, when I draw water pipes, I draw them out to like 500 or so, 540 here, and that's the cost, construction cost of 540. And I try and draw them perpendicular to the previous line, so coming out at 90 degrees. And then I bring it back to construction cost 440. The top level construction cost of 440 is where I build. And then if I build parallel to the previous line, you'll see that I get a near perfect overlap, and I'm not wasting a ton of resources building my pipes. That's just one little snippet that I found. I used to use that trick in SimCity. The old SimCity 4, I think it was, had a 440 trick as well. So it didn't take any creativity on my part to figure out. That's for sure. But I guess that's a snippet. If you could use it, great. But yeah, just gonna get this all watered up, and yes, my water pipes kind of have their own they're not set to the road's angle at all, and that doesn't bother me either. So I think since you're not going to see them, I'm not that concerned by them. I like them to look nice, but that's not a top priority for me. So, and then that, we almost covered it all with one. There we go, just a smidge. There we go. Okay, now we're just going to zone that all residential and see where that, ooh. No, we're not, because we have no residential demand, which is why we're having a problem. We need to zone some more industry. Myrtle Park here is getting loaded. Myrtle Park is also very squarish, which is fine for Myrtle Park. Let's see. Let's get some industry into Myrtle Park here. Gonna zone all that. Double check water. We do need a little water out here. When I get to the rivers and stuff with these water pipes, a lot of times I will angle them off just to cover the area, so I don't have to draw water pipes into water like that. Well, that should spark up here pretty good. And then I think what we're going to do is behind, we're going to come out like this, and then I'm going to draw another area for industrial. And I was about 100% sure that was going to happen. There. We just had to get the... excellent. Okay, we have a really crummy place to build wind turbines, though. We have these cruise ships going right by us. And we can't build out there. And we are on, I think we're on the wrong, there's just not a good area for wind power here. And as you can see, we're getting very close to our current electrical maximum. So in order to give my industrial areas some room to grow, I'm going to build 2 of these massive wind turbines. Just down here. That'll give us 40 megawatts more of electricity. Those may eventually have to move. But Let's see how that, yeah, that took care of our, that definitely took care of the industrial demand. We need to increase our commercial demand, which means that we are going to be eliminating some of these inner residential facilities and start converting these out into commercial zones now. Always fighting with. There we go. I'm always fighting when I de-zone something. I just want it to go away. It looks like we got a death problem on the inner circle here. Just going to kind of convert all of that inner circle to commercial areas. Okay, let's double check here. I do not have a graveyard. Remember, we just received a graveyard at the end of the last meeting. So, and obviously we're having some death issues. We're going to go ahead and plant the graveyard here. Which helps quite a few people. Yes, I know I have a new building. Please, we're busy. We're going to actually, I think I'm going to keep zoning out some commercial where the residents once lived. We had that whole area in the park there too that we could zone, so we did that now. Woodland Park is beautiful. I have to say, this is clearly one of my favorite things I've ever done in a city is this Woodland Square. That is pretty sweet. Hope you guys enjoy that as much as I do. Yeah, we're gonna zone these all out to commercial now. We're gonna see if I can paint a straight line. Not possible. Okay, and now that they're all gone, now we can just run back through, zone them all up. Means. Okay. I need my bigger circle again. We're gonna take out these buildings. Oh, I see what I did. That bigger circle is taking out my residential circle too. It's just a smidge too big. Dang. Alright, well, it looks like then I gotta... Oh, shoot, not that. I'm gonna have to do these zone by zone then. That sucks. Because that circle's just a smidge too big on the angle. And it's taking out my residence on the other side of the street. And I'm hoping by zoning all of this area commercial that I can get my residents to move out here into more of these residential areas. And if they do that, and if that happens, like I hope it happens, then we'll leave the outermost rings for office spaces, and then I can build residential almost entirely around it, and then this kind of will convert itself as well eventually. Slowly, this will slowly become more of a office park. Ooh, we had a building burn down out here. So, oh, we got a couple of vandals too that I'll smash while we're at it. looks like I got a fire coverage problem out here. And I do. Okay, well, we'll put a small fire department here on the corner. That should help a little bit with burned down buildings. All right. Oh, back to zoning. I want to get this all zoned commercial, and then we'll go back and zone residential areas. Okay, that's a police department. Bulldoze that and that. No. And that stupid building over there again. There we go. Alright, so we got all that commercial area renovated in Woodland Square. Woodland Square looks fantastic. Let's go out here and draw in, we'll use the marquee tool, and we'll draw in these residential zones that we want to have. Kind of fill first. So that should go well right there, I think. Up to that point. We can get those to fill in. Oop, we did not draw water out. Nope, we did not draw water out here. We do have it up here, so we may as well just bring it down. We'll eventually need it down here anyway. We will eventually cover this space in between. So we are getting it going, getting some residential areas laid. We did lay quite a few there. Let's take the paintbrush and finish this street off. And hopefully we can get some people to move in here. It should look pretty nice. We will have to drop some parks and such, I think. I think we'll do that right now. Because I want this to, it's not Turdville, so let's lay a couple of parks, huh? We don't want our people thinking they're all depressed and stuff. Put a large playground here in the center-ish area. Then we'll put a plaza with trees. Oh, that'll be nice. A plaza with trees right nestled in here. That's cool. That's cool. Let's put another plaza with trees in. I kind of dig these little plazas. Let's drop another one in over. Let's drop another one in over here. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Look at our people get happy all of a sudden. And then park with trees, small playground. Let's put a small park. Let's see. We put a small park in. Let's say this small park is gonna go. Let's put it on. Can we put it on the corner? Yes, we can. Let's say we put the small park up here on the corner. That'll help. And then we're gonna put another small park, and I think we're gonna put it over here on this road. That'll be kind of cool. Let's do that. And then we got a small playground. We'll drop a small playground in right here. They were complaining about water, so their house got destroyed. Okay, and we're going to stretch that water down, so we got that fully covered. There. Should not be a problem now. Now let's double check our leisure pursuits. We got some that are quite happy and not so happy. Totally acceptable, I understand. That needs power out there yet, but that'll get power as residents grow around it. Let's see here. We have no demand. We have killed all demand in our city. We're gaining 70 some people every turn. We're at 3,600. Oh God, we need to create a demand here for residential if we're going to make it to 4,400. So I think we're going to take and build another stretch We're going to take and build another stretch of industrial block. Try and pump up some residential demand here. Oh, we're also going to take a look at this power situation so that I can delete those lines out of there. And then rezone that little square industrial. That should, hopefully that'll help us get some residential demand again. We certainly need to pump some residential demand up. I don't want to get those industries too close to my water receiving line. Let's see how the garbage dump is doing. It's at 82% capacity, so we got to kind of be careful about that. Oop, I got a couple abandoned buildings here. No abandoned buildings are allowed in Woodland Park. You gotta be nice buildings in there. Eventually, that'll be. Hopefully, we're hoping that will be a beautiful little area there. Eventually, we're gonna kind of try and keep growing that out. We're making lots of money. We're at 4,000 people, so we are growing our city well right now. We're going to add to our residential zone availability. We're going to set this second street up. Second little S-bend street. I've never seen, I mean, I don't spend a lot of time looking at streets in cities, but this looks unique to me. I kind of dig it, so let's hope it's as functional as it is fashionable. At some point we'll have to do something with this space maybe too, or maybe we'll just leave that green. That looks kind of nice too. So we add some more space. Hopefully it'll bring in some more people. We're at 4169 at the 22-minute mark, so let's go, folks. We definitely need more residents to move in. I'm going to keep dropping zones for them so we have plenty of space. They can live wherever they want. They just have to live here. Alright. We're slowly zoning out our streets. You're doing a wonderful job with this painting to a Lincoln line. Alright. We're just going to go ahead and go all the way to the end. Painting that street all the way in. There we made it. Congratulations. We are now a busy town. Awesome. All right. So now we can adjust the interstates. We can make our what the hell? Make our roads beautiful. Oh, we must have been able to adjust the interstates before, because that's a highway with sound barrier. But now we can make everything beautiful, decorative grass. We also get the full hospital, headquarters for the police, fire station, and the oil power plant. Nice, nice. Well, we have achieved our objective with a couple minutes to spare here as our city keeps growing. A couple of little tidbits. Like I said, we really are going to want to, well, obviously we want to hit the next one, but the next one is when I can start converting some spaces to office space and start looking at high density residential, because what I'm thinking is I'm going to convert that everything in the circle that is right now low density residential is going to become offices, and then as well around the outside of the circle. And then I want to do, I'm thinking that we could do this block area right now is going to probably turn into high density residential, which is why, you know, we're going to end up zoning it all low density and then growing it to high density eventually. But that is kind of the long-term plan. We'll also probably have to add a garbage dump here very soon, and just continue to grow our city and see how it kind of manifests itself in unique ways. This is a really interesting road structure here. Um, I'm glad a straight road somehow came out of all that. But well, thanks for watching again. Please like, comment, subscribe as you feel called. I hope that you enjoy this episode of City Skylines. And until next time, comrades, game on.